All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead, and this is sort of part 2 of that diagram. We're going to write some definitions that go with the diagram we just created. So the first one we're going to write, I'm going to write it small here. Hold on. All right, water cycle. Oop, what in the world just happened? Let me erase that. Get rid of all that. Sorry about that weird line there. Okay, let's see if I can get this to work now. Come on. All right, got it. Okay, water. Water cycle. So water cycle is the change of water. So the change of water from one state to another and, I know it's a little bit long, its movement from one place to another. All right, so that is the water cycle. The change of water from one state to another and its movement from one place to another. Now, let's take a look at the step 1 that we talked about in our diagram. So step 1, I'm going to change my color here, so hopefully it's easy to read. Evaporation. So evaporation is when heat from the sun, make sure you are writing this down, causes liquid to turn to vapor and rise into the atmosphere as a gas. So that was number 1. What that does. All right, everybody got those 2 so far? All right, so water cycle, then evaporation. All right, on to condensation. Pick a different color here. All right, for condensation, we've got when water vapor cools, turning back into liquid water, or excuse me, I'm going to say liquid drops. Liquid drops and clumping to make clouds. All right, so I am going to do a check-in word today to make sure that you're actually writing this and doing this. So the check-in word right now, this is your number one check-in word, is going to be umbrella. Because you would need an umbrella for our next term, because we're heading to precipitation. So let me change my color. Let's see. All right, precipitation. Okay, precipitation. The process in which water and remember it could be rain, hail, sleet, or snow, falls from the clouds toward the ground. All right. So condensation, when water vapor cools, turning back into liquid drops and clumping to make clouds. Then precipitation, the process in which water, rain, hail, sleet, or snow, falls from the clouds toward the ground. All right, we've got 2 more terms to write down for today. All right, on to the next one. All right, so our next one, remember, after precipitation, we do have runoff, but I'm not going to kind of include that as its own. I'm just going to put it in the definition for this one. So we've got accumulation. So accumulation is, let's do it this way. Okay, I'm going to add kind of a long definition for this one. So precipitation runs off Sorry, my stylus doesn't want to work. And flows in surface streams, rivers, or canals. So that's kind of leading up to accumulation. So precipitation runs off and flows in surface streams, rivers, and canals. Then, so I'm going to kind of hyphenate it, then water pools into large bodies. So that is the part that is accumulation, water pooling into large bodies. And those could be things like oceans, seas, lakes, etc. All right, so really like the accumulation part, the definition is sort of like this part right here. And then the top was kind of the runoff part of that. All right, one more term to go. I'm going to get a new whiteboard because I don't think we can write big enough there. All right, so our last one here, I'm going to go back to green because I'm out of good colors. All right, this is probably the one that we did not know. This is the one that was kind of, for sure, the newer one. I cannot write and talk at the same time, so hold on. TRANSP. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Actually, you know what? Why am I being lazy? I'm going to erase it. Be fancy. Okay. PIRATION. Transpiration. Now remember, that is evaporation, but it's coming through the body of a plant, so it is given its own name. So our definition, when water moves through plants from root to leaves and evaporates into the atmosphere. All right, that's our final definition. So you should have a completed diagram and definitions that go with each term. Your word number 2 for this video is going to be repeat. The reason repeat is the second word is because a cycle needs to repeat. If it doesn't repeat, it isn't a cycle. It needs to happen over and over again. So this is kind of an introduction into the water cycle. All right, move on to the next part of your lesson for today.